So a massive good morning, and here we are at SEATON Beach, which is on the way to LOOE. So this might be a port of call that you'd like to stop at if you're coming from Plymouth before you get to LOOE, or vice versa on the other way. So this beach is really great, but it's very difficult for a pushchair because the sand is quite deep, just as a minor point. But what we're going to do is we're going to go along the front and we're going to take you into the woodlands, because there's the woods here and there's plenty of places to eat and drink. So maybe one of your options. So yeah, welcome to Cornwall and welcome to SEATON. So this is just on the beach, and what we're going to do, so there's a seating area here in case you want to, but there's obviously a step up here, so if you can move over a little bit, or your relatives can sit there. There's a little bit of a walkway along here, so I would be mindful. Obviously there's a bit of a drop there, so be mindful. You can go around there, but with the gravel it can be really quite slippery. So, but look at that front, absolutely fantastic view. Isn't that just amazing? So yeah, and over there's LOOE Island and there's LOOE. So yeah, we're going to go along here, so please be mindful. That is one heck of a drop, but if you have somebody with a wheelchair and they want to get a little bit close to the beach, that is an ideal place. Again, there was a step going up, so just be mindful of that. So yeah, so here we go along here. Look at that water. So this is the end of February. We've had so much wind here. It's been literally off the charts. So this is a really, really lovely area. But look at, isn't that just absolutely spectacular? So here we are. We're going to head down to the woodlands. So it's just basically straight at the other side. So this is the beach house that you can go to, so there's access in there, but I would say that a normal wheelchair would get in there easily, but my one definitely won't, because the door isn't that wide. So and that's the entrance that we've just come through, just so that you know. Just going to go along here. This is really sandy down here because obviously they've had a flood, so we're just going to negotiate around here. So this is shut. You don't have to pay from October, I think November till March, which is really good. So we're just going to go along here. As you see, it's quite muddy on the left-hand side. Main thing to watch out for is cars sometimes overhang on the pavement because they're coming really close. So, but look at that view over there. Isn't that just spectacular? Just absolutely stunning. So this is the terrain. As you see, there's a car overhanging there, so just be mindful. So I'm guessing they're going to get rid of some of the sand, because there is a concrete underneath this. So, but this is a little bit slippy at the moment. So you can't get on the beach because it's really soft sand, unless you've got a sand buggy, which they don't have here. So I just want to take you down here. I've got Annie following behind us. And I just want to show you this little bit here, because this is where the children play in the summer. So this is the other part. So this is the fresh water that comes down, and this changes literally every time, as in the pattern of it. So you'll often find in the summer there's lots of children come here and play in there, or the dogs. And but as you can see, it's quite fast, so please be mindful if you do have little people with you. But there's a fantastic beach, and there's LOOE Island over there, and there's LOOE. So what we're going to do is, as you see, this is what the ground's like. Another wave. Huge bins. So if I show you around here, there's access to the beach. It's just down there, but sometimes that water's not as high. Please be very mindful that this road is very, very fast, and cars come from nowhere. So we're just going to try and get a drop curve. There's a bus stop over there. And you'll find the double decker actually calls in there. So we're just going to find the drop curb. There's one here. So this is another one of the car parks that you can choose if you come to SEATON. But I literally will tell you, if you park here, this is the tip of the day. Maybe check the weather, because this car park always floods, so and it gets a lot higher. So yeah, be mindful if you choose this one, because yeah, it's not the best idea, is it? So yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over And we're going to go back to where the car is, and I'll show you another car park that you might find better. So we just crossed the road, and as I say, it's really, really fast road. So, and this does actually get flooded here, so just please be mindful of that. This is the second time trying to film this. We actually got caught out in the rain, just shower on my head. We got so soaked, so we used that excuse to go and get a nice coffee, which is a good idea. So yeah, so we're going to go and head into the car park. And this is trial number 2, so hopefully we can actually do it. So yeah, but I love Seaton. It's really nice. Again, if you're on your way to LOOE, it's a great place to stop, or if you're on your way back from LOOE, it's even better. So yeah, might be somewhere you want to go. So we're just going to head to the car park, and we're turning around. So this is the council car park. So between the 1st of November and the 31st, there's no charge. That's always great to know. So when you come in here, this is a really, really lovely little kiddies play area, which we love. And see the impending cloud coming. So yeah, this is quite exposed route, but also the beauty of that is when the leaves on the trees, you can actually get a bit of shade if you have a dog or a pooch. As you can see, it always floods here. So, and the sea's right over there. So yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3 parking bays here, which is ideal. And the best bit about this is, which I'm so superly excited to show you, they've got these incredible toilets. And who can get that excited about a toilet? But look, there's a fabulous ramp. Look at the size of that baby changing, and masses of room to rotate round and get in. Isn't that just absolutely fantastic? And it looks like no charge either. This is even better. So you can get a litter pick if you fancy, and there's a defibrillator, and there's also like a little basketball thing here. So unfortunately this gate is locked, which means we have to go around this little entrance here, and this is always flooded. So I'm going to get Annie to show you how flooded it is. But luckily I can actually get round with a really good turning circle, but you'd have to do a few little goes if you can't. Rubik's doesn't like getting his feet wet, nor does Annie. So we made it.
I have to film and then.
So we made it through there. You come to the beach and you find it's getting really intensive. I do know that in the summer they do normally have a lifeguard there in the peak of summer. So you just need to be mindful that that's there. And if it gets too busy, this is just a really great place to go. And look, such a great terrain. And it's absolutely flat. There's no surprises on this route at all. We go as far as we can. I think it's about a mile one way. And then we just come back because we can't get over some of the bridges at the moment. But then again, things do change. So look, they've even got their exercises going on. So that's even fab. Lots of places to sit and just be in the moment in Cornwall. I mean, this is just absolutely lovely, isn't it? We've got such a great footpath. So we absolutely love it here. So yeah, just to show you. And then I'm going to turn around, and this is the way we're going to go. So here we go, perusing along on our lovely little trail. Annie's hiding. There's no escape, Annie. And there's Rubik. So this is just a really great little route. We absolutely love it. As I say, if you've got a relative or something, make sure they're wrapped up warm because it can actually get quite cold here. So I've got a top tip as well. And I don't know if you know about it, but I'm just going to show you that when the going gets tough, we bring a hot water bottle. So I find that a really good tip. Obviously you've got to be careful, but if you bring a hot water bottle with you, keeps your legs warm, and also it tends to make your feet feel warm too. So maybe think about that too if you have a relative or it's yourself. I only sort of discovered it about two years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. A hot water bottle is the best thing ever. So yeah, it really does help when the weather's not very good. So yeah, top tip from us. So yeah, I absolutely just love this route. It's so much fun, and it's not an effort, so but we really love it. So I'm glad you could join us here at Seaton, because we're glad that you're here too. We've had lots of rain, So sometimes you can have the water cascading down, and it can get quite muddy. So if you like puddles, it's definitely the place to be. So yeah, it's just absolutely perfectly flat and just absolutely lovely, and it's ideal for the dogs. Dogs can go off lead because it's very difficult sometimes to find places that you can take the dog off lead. But yeah, if the puddles get any bigger, I might have to take Annie on my lap. Won't we, Annie? You're going to get on my lap if it gets that bad. But I like going in puddles. So yeah, there's a picnic bench here. So this is just absolutely lovely, and thank goodness the rain has stopped because we got absolutely drenched. So that's really big. And just have a look there, but be mindful of you keep your dogs under control because obviously there's ducks and things. So yeah, it's just absolutely fantastic weather. And we can see a heron there, just slightly in the middle, can just about work it out behind the sign. So that is just absolutely fantastic. So yeah, bring your binoculars is also a top tip. Just absolutely stunning. So there you go, there's the cascade of water. You probably can hear it. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? We've had so much rain. So yeah, look, this is lovely. I'll turn on that side. That goes down to the stream. But this is just absolutely stunning here. So just be mindful, sometimes the rangers actually come down here. So, but not all the time. So there is a little place that dogs can have a little poodle in the water further up. But we'll show you when we get nearer to there. But it can be fast flowing again. Please be mindful of that with your dogs. So yeah, we'll show you the route we can do. There are 2 bridges, but we can just about get over the second one. But when last time I came, there was a big step, so getting down's fine, but getting back up wasn't ideal. So yeah, we're going to take you as far as we can. But you know that this is one of your options. So yeah, happy days. So we're just coming up to this corner. This is something, so obviously there's a bench there, but this is just really lovely. There's a tiny little viewing point. They've cleared this out a bit, which is lovely. So I just want to show you this because it's really sweet. Luke's is doing puddling. Oh right, we're going to go right in the puddle. I won't expect Annie to come in here unless you want to get wet feet, Annie. Look at that. But we don't mind getting a little bit wet. But look, isn't this lovely? This is so peaceful. But it's just lovely. So you can sit here and have a little contemplation in this beautiful area. But again, look at the that is so wet. We've had so much rain here. But anyway, as I say, you can sit and have a bit of contemplation time. Also, you've got wet feet there, so just be prepared. Wellies, tell your relatives to come with wellies. And as you see, the path's slightly changing, but it's still absolutely ideal. But it's just absolutely stunning, this woodland. It's just so pretty, and it's like you've got 2 contrasts from the wind and everything where the sea is. And you've got the peacefulness of the woodland just here. So we're just going to go along here. I'm just going to go and show you the bridge and how wide it is. So this is the first bridge. So I want to see if they've made any changes. So this is really muddy here. So just please be mindful. But I can do it. So I want you to see the width and whether I have to reverse again. So I'm going to go up to the bridge, but I might have to reverse. Oh no, I can. Ooh, that's exciting. So yeah, no, I can actually get over here. Who knew? I can actually get over, they've changed it. That is so exciting. Right, well, let's have a look over here then. There, won't be 1 second. So I'm just going to go and try this without Annie. Just because she's going to get so muddy, she's not going to be my friend anymore. So let's see how far we can go. Because I really don't know. So this is what you call off-roading, so it may not be ideal for a wheelchair, but I would like to see how far we can go. Rubik's tut. Rubik's has given up the ghost. So yeah, look, that's where the rangers are. So we can actually come a fair way. So what we'll probably do is turn around in a minute, but we can actually go. So I'm going to stop here because that goes up there and there's a gate at the end. So at least we know that. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and go back the same way. So we've just literally come across the bridge back again. So we couldn't go that far, but we managed to get over some of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and show you the next bridge, because that might be something that we might be able to get a little bit further, or they might have done it so we can access it a bit better. So we're going to go back on the track and then just see what the next bridge is, because the next bridge is the end of where we can actually more or less go. So we're going to go try that. So let's go and see what we can do. So Annie can't get over the puddle. So we're going to go and venture. It's like the most massive puddle. And we don't want Annie's feet to get wet, because it's not nice when you do that to your friend. There you go, Annie.
Oh, that's very kind.
When you have a friend in need, there's a friend indeed. Look at the size of that puddle. That's what you call giving your matey a ride. So yeah, but you've got to have some fun. You know, sometimes with a disability it can be really difficult, but if you can do something that you feel, you know, makes you happy, then give it a go. And again, this might be one of the walks you want to do, or you might find something different, but there aren't that many walks in Cornwall for a wheelchair that's level and just great terrain. The only thing with this is it does get muddy, and as you can see there are a few puddles. So think of that one too if you come here, and make sure, as I say, your relatives are wrapped up, because it does get really windy here and very cold. So yeah, have a look at the weather forecast before you come. But this is notorious for getting very muddy and very wet. So we've just, Rubik's has just decided to go in the water, and I don't think he realised how fast flowing it is. So yeah, be mindful with your dogs. So normally, so this is really high because it's been raining so much. Normally they can access it a bit further down, but I think that threw him a bit. But yeah, look how high this is. But isn't that just absolutely stunning? Was that a bit high, mate? Rubik's, come here. But yeah, so that's an option. But as I say, please be mindful of your dogs. I think that completely threw him. It was a bit high, Rubik's. Do you not agree? That completely threw you, didn't it? Are you going to tell everybody? Whew, don't do that. Rubik's. So yeah, so we're just going to carry along here around the corner and to our next second bridge. So we're trying to negotiate all the mud and the puddles. So this is what happens, as I say. It's raining so much. So we're just going to carry on. We're coming to the end where we can do it. But, you know, this is just over a mile long, as I say. We just said there. So, and we're going to come up to the second bridge, which is at the end. We can go a little bit further, but also you have to bear in mind, can you actually physically turn around? So you've got to bear that in mind. But yeah, puddles galore. So I'll turn it around and you can actually see what I mean. So we're going to go through the puddle. Annie's decided that it's probably too much. So yeah, this is really puddly, but look at the clouds, aren't they beautiful, the reflection. So there's picnic benches. And I want to go and take you up to the sign, which is here. So you can carry on there a little bit, but you have to turn around. So this is where we are. So you are here. So I can't get across the bridge, which is the main thing, and also I can't get up to the pub, so just bear that in mind. So that's the picnic area. I just want to go and take you, can you see this? Woodland Park. I just want to take you up to this bridge and want to go and show you whether I want to go and see whether we can get over this, if they've changed this as well. I'll have to reverse if not. So I can get up that step. But my problem was the other side, and I think it's still the same problem. Can you see that? It's really flooded. Yeah, there's a step on the other side. I can't get down there. And I definitely can't get back up again. But yeah, you can see there's a footpath going around that bit, which is lovely. And that's just so lovely over that side. So thank you very much for joining us at Seaton Woodland. We've had a really great time. Again, it's really muddy, so bear that in mind, and watch out for the puddles. Because you
Big puddles.
You big puddles. You might have to give somebody a lift like Annie, she's here. So thanks for joining us. As I say, take a look at our other videos. They might be more suitable to you, but we're really grateful you're here and have a fantastic day. Take care till then. Bye.